to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about A League of Their Own. It's a masterpiece, but we're going to get into why I think it's a masterpiece. Um, it's pretty much a show on Amazon, and it's about a group of women that are trying out for the All-American Baseball Women's League, and they're kind of all come there for different reasons. Some of them are wanting to get away from their home situation. Some of them are just really passionate about baseball, and they want to get into the world and everything, and they want to be famous. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna be dividing this video up into 4 parts. The first part is going to be I'm going to be going over the characters, the qualities that I like, some that I don't like. Then we're going to be going into great storylines that I liked. Then we're going to be going into my favorite ships, and then lastly we're going to be going into my overall thoughts on the show. So, first character we have is Carson. She's my funny awkward queen. That first episode, she was hilarious when she was getting in the train, and she was like running, like her bra came off, and like the train coordinator guy, he was like, "Where's your ticket?" And then she was like, "Oh, what about that?" That was really funny. And yeah, overall, I really like Carson. At first, when I first watched the series, because I watched it twice, I really wasn't sure about how I was gonna feel about her. But overall, I think she's a great character. Yeah. And next up, we have Greta. Greta is everything I want to be and more. She's confident. She's mysterious. She's like adorable. She is like the little like her and Joy's relationship, like friendship, is so freaking cute. Just how they interact with each other is so adorable. Um, I love Carson's backstory, but we're gonna get into that in a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say on Carson. And next up we have Max. Maxine. Lovely woman. Wow, what a woman. I love her. I love her bad. Um, I think that Max is really. She's very like. How would I describe Max? I feel like she's this. She's very dedicated to what she's very dedicated to baseball, and she loves baseball, and I love how we kind of see how she's learning who she is, her sexuality and everything, but she's also learning like who she is outside of baseball, and I really liked her character growth. I also really enjoyed um I also really enjoyed how her differences between what she kind of went through to get into the Negro League and what um the Peaches had to go through and everything like that. I love the good kind of contrast, I guess you would say. Yeah, that's it on Maxine. And next up is Beverly, Sergeant Beverly. I think she was a great mentor. I think she was like the exact person that the Peaches needed to kind of keep in line, to watch out for. That's all I have for Beverly. And next up is Joe, my queen. I love Joe. Like I said earlier, I love her and Greta's relationship. It is so, um, it's just so sweet, and I just love it. And I love how she's honest with Greta and calls her out when she needs to. And I just chef kiss. And then we have Glance, Max's best friend. Love her growth as well. Incredible artist, talented. She will go far. And also, the thing I loved about Glance is that she called Maxine out when she needed to, but she also listened to her. She told her the truth when she needed it. Like, overall, great friend. Um, yeah, and yeah, that's all I have for Glance. And last but not least, Lupe. Now, at first, when I first watched the show, I really wasn't sure how to feel about Lupe. At first, I thought she was a little cocky, she was a little distant, but then I rewatched it again for the second time, and then I realized that she, like, once she lets her walls down and gets close to people, she is someone you want on her corner. I feel like she brings out the best in all of them, and she really cares about the team, even if she doesn't want you to uh, see that. Yeah, and I love Lupe, incredible. Now on to the great storylines. Okay, so these storylines are the ones that stick out to me. Um, so I'm really excited to talk about them. So I love how the like I said before, I loved how they showed how different Max's journey is to the Peaches. How she had to really fight, like fight to get even recognized by the to get recognized even by the Negro League, really. And it was just really it really showed, especially at that time period. The show is based in 1940, like the late 1940s, and it really showed how a lot of Black people, they had to kind of go through that exact same thing, whether it was baseball, whether it was whatever, and it just really showed how different their journeys were, and I really liked that. Um, I also really liked Greta's backstory. It really showed how, her with Dana, I believe that was her name, her first love, and she ended up getting taken away, put away or whatever. I think that's what she said. But it really showed how like it really affects her relationships going forward, and how when they were all at the secret club that they found, and the police raided it, and when Joey, they took Joey, and she was obviously worried and upset because that's her best friend and everything. And she, like, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that what happened with her and Nana really does affect how she like interacts with the Peaches, and how she interacts with pretty much everyone. She doesn't really let anyone close because she's afraid that everyone is going to get taken away from her. And yeah, that is what I was trying to say. But I really enjoyed that. I really liked how they kind of touched upon that and everything. And last but not least, I loved Max's journey trying to find herself. It was just beautiful and great, and I just loved it. It was really shown as a journey. All right, so last but not least, this is my final like overall thoughts on the show. Overall, I loved the show. I loved how well developed the characters were. I loved that there was sort of actual growth. I loved how different everyone was from one another. I loved the relationships. Oh, speaking of relationships, I forgot to say my favorite ships: Max and Esther, obviously, and Greta and Carson. But obviously. Back to my overall thoughts on the show. Um, yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed the show. I loved how everyone was different from one another. They really became like a family um, throughout the series, and I just loved it. Please go watch this on Amazon Prime. I believe it's on Amazon Prime. So we can get a second season. I don't know if they're confirmed for a second season or not, but please go watch it. It's an incredible show. Um, yeah, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.